Hello everyone, and welcome to Crispin. In our lives, there are always moments so amazing that nobody would believe they happen if they weren't captured on camera. Today, we'll show you some of the most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera to show that our world is full of fascinating things. Let's explore the video right now.
In a soccer match in South America, a dust devil, those small tornadoes with increasing speed, suddenly decided to join the game. The pilot of this helicopter is so skilled that he can even fly with the helicopter's rotor turned off. How is that even possible? If you can explain this, please leave a comment to let everyone know. Some students at Stanford have created an invention for the deaf, or those with hearing problems, by developing glasses that transcribe speech in real time. In the future, it is believed that it will also be used to understand languages other than translation features. Here's an image of when a nuclear weapon detonated at a depth of 45 meters underwater. This nuclear weapon had a massive yield of 8 kilotons and was part of a challenging operation in 1958, when the United States conducted a series of 35 nuclear tests. Imagine how terrifying nuclear weapons would be with a yield over 10 times those bombs back then. The truck driver had a great steering maneuver that helped avoid a serious accident at the intersection. Surely the luckiest person here is the taxi driver. When he comes home tonight, he will surely love his wife and children very much. A large excavator can weigh up to 25,000 tons and more, but this obsidian quarry in Italy is so large that it looks tiny. This child is a bit overwhelmed by the advertising images of trucks. A giant python weighing 30 kilograms and about 6 meters long decided to cross the highway and climb onto the median strip to the other side of the road. It was escorted by residents and wildlife conservationists. That's very wonderful. This is a great idea for a water slide in Brazil, but it's not suitable for the faint-hearted and afraid of heights. Look at this man's skill that we can hardly imagine. And now, you'll see what an atomic explosion looks like. This test sent water up to 260 meters high and successfully hit the target 5.4 kilometers away. One thing you should know when going out to sea is the sea snake, like this olive sea snake. It has very potent venom, and sometimes during mating season, the snake becomes more aggressive and mistakes humans for their mates, so approaching boats can be very dangerous. The professional motorbike rider performed an unbelievable stunt as he hung behind a motorcycle using shoes with tightened soles. This man even broke the world record for the fastest speed while being dragged behind a motorcycle, and I don't think anyone would want to break that record. This waterfall fascinates the people here, not because of its beauty, but normally, this is just a small stream, but during heavy rains, it becomes a powerful waterfall like this. Perhaps this is one of the scariest videos I've ever watched, when these ants built a bridge to attack the beehive, making even an engineer impressed. It seems like the god of thunder thought the scene wasn't beautiful enough, so he decided to add some seasoning to it. We won't need towing services when we have a responsible companion like this. These workers were very skillful in launching the ship without using machinery. The man with a rather special drinking skill. I wondered where he learned that skill from. The pilot flying this plane had to choose an emergency landing and didn't have time to reduce speed. He immediately found a professional solution and used the nearby bushes to stop the plane. And the best thing is that no one was injured in this situation. Sometimes we witness natural phenomena of bioluminescence in water at the beach. This is a phenomenon of luminescence of tiny organisms when they are thrown up by the impact of waves. The purpose is to startle and disorientate prey fish or other predators. These two men had a great combination performance. They look like a rolling star plunging into the water. Perhaps it's a demonstration of superior crisis handling skills, or it could also be a professional driving performance. When a man returns home after a day's work, he encounters a bear rummaging and eating his KFC meal, which was supposed to be his dinner. This is a typical day at the South Pole. The man is having a snack, and from this angle, it looks like he's performing magic. So the man decides to walk against the direction of the escalator, but it only ends up amusing everyone present. If you frequently drive on highways, toll road fees can add up to hundreds of dollars a year. So many people have come up with various ways to avoid paying for this. When a police officer stops a truck and notices a string behind the license plate, that can be pulled to retract it. It can be pulled in to hide it from toll cameras. A clever staircase design saves a lot of space in our homes. These people thought they would follow in the footsteps of the Titanic when their yacht almost collided with a giant rock jutting out into the middle of the ocean. There's a little known fact that baby elephants don't learn to control their trunks until they're a year old. This horse almost sent its owner to heaven in an unexpected way. Luckily, he reacted quickly to escape this ironic moment. This magnificent eagle has been trained to disable unmanned aircraft flying in restricted areas. When some cars were imported from Japan to Russia, many were surprised to find some covered in thick snow, taking weeks to properly deal with them. Highways in China have advanced technology to even provide free car wash services. There are some basketball shots that we have to admit require a lot of skill. This girl also had a pretty bad airball, but eventually the ball miraculously went into the net. Can you provide an explanation for this case? Please leave a comment for everyone to know that humans have returned to this scene. And even I am feeling confused. Turtles may be cute animals, but their anatomy has a serious flaw. At least they're very enthusiastic about helping each other when one of their kind is in trouble. Crossing through oasis, one of the remotest areas of Egypt, and also a famous tourist spot for its stunning azure blue pools, with a salt concentration of 95%, so visitors don't need to know how to swim to effortlessly float on the water. There are two types of birds in the world, one of which is very smart. For example, this bird can use bait to catch fish more effectively than people fishing all day. An American football player with very special skills. Look at how he gets up after every fall. A group of dancers made the audience unable to believe their eyes when they successfully changed clothes at the speed of light. But of course, like all magic tricks, this performance also has an explanation. If you look closely, you can see how the people below pull down the clothes and quickly cover the windows. This guy rarely uses a knife to cut banana trees, because he usually uses his hands to cut it down. At the Welfaco Center, 8 events were held in 8 days, including an ice rink and even a disco. It's satisfying to see workers creating an entire venue from scratch. A talented young man performs an unbelievable stunt jumping on water. He had to persistently study martial arts for over a decade to pull off this incredible move. A street camera captures a moment when a bear is believed to have walked onto legs multiple times, just like a human. I guess this plane wants to change its identity to a helicopter. Unbelievable, this girl threw 3 axes at once, and they all landed perfectly in the center of the circle. A professional racer did an impressive Red Bull ad. We shouldn't try such stunts anywhere. Sometimes we have to be generous and share food with our friends. Sometimes even the best pilots can't land as expected, but professional training helped them avoid a major disaster. Many countries around the world have equipped radar scanners to capture images of cars violating speed limits while driving. But this driver was lucky because the hero bird helped him avoid hundreds of dollars in fines by intervening in the photo and at the right time to cover his license plate. Because high heels make physical activity more difficult, you rarely see anyone using them for running, except for this woman, who tried to run across a floating bridge without falling. Look at the emergency water release system on this dam. The amount of water released from it is enough to fill a standard Olympic swimming pool 50 meters long in just 2 seconds. But that's nothing compared to a flood release from a dam on the Yellow River. This game show truly didn't expect one of the competing opponents to breeze through every challenge so easily. A moment of confusion when black water appears on the floor and continues to flow out, resembling a scene straight out of a movie.